Oh, the KJ for me right now, just I feel like everything's so fast.
The ciphers are here.
I can't.
Okay, I don't know why.
The ciphers are here.
EME game changers are sticking to the KJs, all right? That's where I guess my presence is
true,
coming
it's
in.
True.
But
and it does work. They make it work.
Yeah. Here we go, actually. It is Core on the primary. Fate actually picking up the Phoenix here, so we'll see that. Blair, I mean, I got that they were switching to Senti, I guess, correct, but it's the Cypher over the Chamber, which is sad to see, but a near mirror. Again, that neon being the only difference here.
Near mirror. That Phoenix, I feel like, does so much damage on Haven. Always has. I see those garage plays, being able to get in and out, run it back, but then you still put it up against Clappy's Neon. I think it took a bit for Clappy to get going last time, but then you follow that up with a Phoenix too. I think these two are going to be wreaking havoc here. We see a different Empire GC. Because you can't really do too much without those two together, or dart over their shoulder. So I think that synergy, we're looking for them. It just like has to be with this squad, or it's completely going to fall apart. And you almost, when you get up to the site, you're forced to do that.
Yeah.
So they're already in fundamental land.
I'll say, yeah, I agree. I do think Haven, you just play it more often, I feel like, than you play Split, independent of their starts of the Swiss stage. And I feel like that even translates to ranked, even if it is random. I just see it so much more often. I do feel like they can be on the same page early on, and they're going to have to be, right? Empire starting out on the attack side, every single map in this best of 3, they bring it to that map 3 decider of Pearl. Hear them waltzing around in the server here as well. And there's no issues about compositional difference as much here either, right? Yeah, maybe not stuns there on the Empire, or sorry, the Monarch X side, but they still have that double duels with the flashes that was maybe lacking when we were evaluating Swim Truck Blue in our first series of the day.
All right, wall's about to drop. 5 seconds. It looks like a big C hit here with just a hold on the right side by Sia. Oh my gosh, they're gonna walking straight out at Phoenix Garage. They hold.
Are we surprised by this from Monarch X? I don't think we are.
No. Insta push. I think Core not being ready though. Sia on it, knows they saw another one. Peeks in. Those get stepped on there for a second. Sinalacro's gonna be able to the CIA. They're all pushing towards mid here. A lot more. I thought we were gonna have a full C play, but everybody's come back to party out here on grass.
I like it. The intentional re-clear. It feels like it was something that was lacking when they identified where these aggression points were on the Monarch Kick side over on Split. And Sia did a good job holding her own as well, and they still end up getting a site, right? And they stay grouped on said site where Fate had the timing, but the shots don't follow, and it's down to the sub stepping back in for map 2, Chiyu, to prevent this pistol from going Empire's way.
Be like, thank you, sub me back in, and this is what you know. But if they do it,
that'd be crazy.
It's gonna be tough. Got 2 shocks, just lobbable. 1, 2. Oh, why would 3 ever be in there? They got the distance. There wasn't a quick peek because they gave him a chance. 4 shots. Oh, Sober Sushi lets him get all the way over there before taking the hit. Very smartly played, but what an attempt.
Well, I was staring at our fallen teammates like, thank you for your sacrifice.
Yeah. You saw the want to swing. If they were getting swung, you need to react. But they're like, no.
Just let us go. Let us go. We need the round. Like, we don't care about saving these weapons.
For you.
Yeah. You do, and then you win the round for me. And now they get the weapons buy up. They get the Guardians, the Bulldogs. They're good to go. But they are also headed towards A. Okay, this is where I want Monarch X not to swing into A main. I really wish they would have just silent stacked it. Because now, I feel like it's just going to be field day, right? For Empire. Okay, they are staying right here. Oh my goodness, that dart only saw 1.
They are all swinging. Family photo down long A here. They're only hiding for a moment. Will they double swing again? No, they stay in. They couldn't get it. The smoke makes it too weird. They're still gonna try to walk forward a little bit. Like maybe I'm gone, mate. Nope, they don't think you're gone. 3 down long A, and Empire are just lapping this one up.
A nice pause there. Good. Utah as well. I wish maybe we hadn't had to follow up solo into dark cover, but independent of that, yep, flawless, done, dusted. Peep falls a little bit earlier, but there we go. They keep all the big weapons that they needed coming into the next, and all right. Now, okay, one thing that we have to say though is Monarch X never got punished enough to stop going on the aggressive here. Do we? I mean, I feel like it'd be underestimating them that they don't, but do they have it in them not to fight forward? Do they have another look to them? Is going to become the question here, Rivington, early on. If they don't win this round or they start losing rifle rounds.
Let's go.
Like, do you know when the burner's hot, or do you just keep touching it?
Yeah, exactly.
You keep going. All right, maybe they keep going. We'll see. This round they do have a pretty held back line of scrimmage, but never mind. Blair was totally wanting to go down long C.
The stove is hot, Blair. Don't do it.
The stove is hot. It's hot over there. But
Not
also,
only, like,
Blair, so many first kills last round. Go ahead.
So I'm saying that replicates that like first blood seekage like of the main that they got away with. This time people's like, nope, I'm not getting burned by it again. And now they're the one turning up the heat. Run it back in towards C. Now you feel you have to fight if you're Fate. But the timing here, wait a minute. Trigger discipline.
Spike down.
Held the wall. Oh my god, Fate and Cora just squeaking out. They're like, wait a minute, we were in the same site as them? That's how Empire must be feeling right now.
Okay.
We've
seen it.
It looked like they were everywhere.
Yeah. 3 attempt. Bulldog. We've seen her do well, reacting to these swings, and she's done it again. Still 2 to go though, and that's a very narrow passageway. Unfortunately, Simulacra gets them on the board, but damage dealt regardless for how you spend that bonus round. And I think we got the answer for Monarch X. They know, they kind of like toe the line or know how to pick up the slack if they get burned for touching the stove. I don't know what that analogy would be if they like know like when the heat's enough.
Yeah. That is
like they don't turn it off, they just turn it down, and then the food gets perfectly cooked.
That's when they're cooking. It comes full circle. All right. Down long C. Instant W. Camera first to check for it. Pocket position. And then you're going to take more space now that they know there's action on the right side.
Blair just did not learn their lesson, and like they're just getting away with it this time. And they have like all the advantage now, it feels like. So you wish you had a trip on B if you knew you were going to walk down C, so that these 2 players anchoring here could be leaning A side into you. But it does feel like they're just playing very retake-centric here. And with no ults on the other side, because of that previous round investment, it would be just a fair fight exchange, and we get to see what that looks like between these 2 teams.
A is one of the harder ones to take. They're going to be coming through. I wonder if one of them goes mid. Fate's 2 off of alt. Oh god, they got a good cam peek on 2 of them coming around. That was huge from Sia.
Oh, this angle is off. Lethal. And but the assistance from Sia, they can now pivot back towards the site, because I mentioned that spy cam info. Heaven falters as well. It's just the CT presence, and they haven't even gotten past the judge. On the other side, Clappy upgrade, hunting for the final, trying to escape with their weapon, with their life. And yep, Empire. There we go. Getting together for the round 1.
All right. Yeah, they seem much more in sync, on par with what they need to be doing in each other's main roles right now. Like you said, the ideas they had last time where it's kind of like get a kill and take the space without questioning, should we take the space? And now they're just flowing as a team. If they take it, they're taking it as a team, so it doesn't matter. Everybody in on the call. And it's working out. You see if we get it again. And they actually avoided the push that MOX wanted to get out of long C that round too.
Them only go C long side. I'm trying to figure out where it landed. We saw the hot hands invested, but does not add to the engagement. And suddenly, oh, that's a misclick. That's gotta be a misclick.
Just out of anger. Oh, dang it. Throw my knives down.
Throws the knives down. Doesn't need them. We'll set up crossfires on C with the teammates, or brained into an over-rotate. Now they know, but it's at the cost of Fate's life. You still might not end here.
And that's, I think, what we need to see out of them. Almost right in the elbow. That they do stop this and they pump fake it. Because I think even on this one, they have to be considering there's some silly shotguns or something around the corner here. They're only really dealing with a few sheriffs, but still, they connect those and we're out of the fight.
Yeah, I do think just Haven simplified is a good look for Empire.
Yep.
And the rotates are informed, and their util is thorough. Dart for close. The only thing in this throwing wrench into things is the sight smoke. Great timing off the core back sight. Sheriff, though, 1-for-1 trade. Little upgrade there to accompany the sniper rifle, and they're still too short here. It's a little questionable, but the better weapons just completely removing that punctuation, and they are good up 4-1 now.
So you got the blade rounds last time that Empire avoided. Now they gotta probably avoid a run it back right away. They're doing a really good job. I think completely remembering and having nightmares about how aggressive Monarch X was on split still. So they are kind of bringing their own fight and not really worried about what's happening behind them, which I think helps to keep them synced and not kind of having stragglers like they did before.
Yeah, and I can see why this strat wouldn't have worked up against Swimtrek Blue, because if you're fighting into them at the start of every round, they're just going to win that fight. They're happy to take that fight. We saw it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now they're getting burned for it, even this round with weapons in hand. The double duelist is fighting down A, and they're playing more retake-centric C, some kill traps in the backside for Blair. So at least Blair isn't peeking down C long, but then they're waiting for this contact, and C is one of those players that I think she can hold her own in swinging, re-clearing this.
Yeah. If they get any more contact there, that could be a run it back. Other than that, it's the retake if they don't have B, because it's going to be completely given up with no util. It's almost like they're leading them there, but they're not going to buy it. They want this C side. Oh no!
Yeah.
I love the util destruction.
Yeah, Cam down, Singular Trip down. The deep peek A is going to be a red herring, likely for Peep and Fate. Ooh, I like that they stay on the line. There it is. Confirmation, and you're gone.
I'm out of here.
Oh my, there's going to be 3 in A. Almost 4 by the time they get here. Sova's going to stay back for the Hunter's Fury. We got a few of those on the map. They'll run it back as well on both sides. Or not both sides just yet. Now it's up for Pete.
They just handed the run it back over. And there it is to exec the Cypher ult as well on top of that Fate corpse, and that's how they know, in fact, to pivot, to rotate. But with 15 seconds left, if they could have beaten the B side, they could have stopped this. Unfortunately not. Now you have a backstab from Sia. Oh no, Shock Dart's not going to land either, and ooh. There's an opportunity here.
Oh, Arthur. He's trying to draw them, and there it is from Sia. Drawing the eyes, a few taps from mid B in front, and then it was all the backstab. What a recoup on that round by Empire, and they are now from map 1 to map 2 throwing Monarch for a loop.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just like looking at a screenshot like when there were those about like 20 seconds left in the round. I think they just didn't think there was enough time for that rotate to come through to front B, so they all stay. And it's a major gap, and I feel like we've seen that multiple times where like B is left open. They aren't like reallocating or recognizing like, hey, here's gap, who's filling it, let's fill it, and they're good to go.
Yeah.
And I feel like that burned them that time around. And that was a perfect lurk up from Sia as well, 9-2 right now. Again, she had a quiet map on the stage than the previous as well, but back to her prime. Why I highlighted her in the pre-show, and all right, let's see if they can bounce back after a timeout.
Yeah, the sentinel position here for Sia, just controlling everything. That honestly, the double cam info they had on the 2 rounds ago was so disgusting. Like, both of them died as soon as they reached A lobby, and there was no retake potential after that. Everything's falling into place for them. And now it's time for Monarch to have an answer, who looked like they had an answer for literally everything, a paranoia in place for even if they fell behind for a moment. And it seems like a great job of what Empire's doing is keeping Blair down. There were so many first bloods and peaks from Blair.
And this team has a coach, they have an assistant coach. So I hope that they're telling them like, hey guys, we're taking way too many fights way too early into the round.
Yeah.
And I'll say the eco round's the exception, because I'm also looking at the mini map, 3 about to scale down C long, but you can see every round Empire are slow, waiting for it. Even this off angle from Arthur highlights that they're expecting it.
Paranoia coming from Garage almost clips them if they were ready for that fight just a few steps to the right. Just really avoiding everything Monarch wants to throw at him, and now the timeout being called may not pay off. It may be for a further round, but this one looks like it's going to be a good Empire setup on A.
Yeah, I mean, after all that, it's funny that it is a 5v5 retake here on this A space, but it's the perfect call again. Arthur calmed that there was an aggro fight, is now set up to handle the flank off of the trip. And doesn't even paranoia it until later. Wallbang's neck. That's a weapon down for the retake, unless you maintain this short position.
Yeah, that was kind of a highlight play. Didn't need to happen, but I think they got a little bit of room to work with here. Sheriff's coming up as long as the guns are protected. Peep on 1. Yeah, it works out because they're having to clear so much before they're even into the site to use this utility. It's a great job by Empire to push up a little bit there. Make this hard now for Chiyu. Ooh, great little flick there.
Yeah, good little try, but again, the econ solution not seen in that round. 6-1. This is where we can also, you know, ride off of some copium, like, hey, this is a double duelist comp that likes to get aggressive, starting out on the defense. When the sides swap, I am really scared for Empire. I'm gonna say it right now. I do think that they need a lead at the half. Like,
yeah.
And that's where I'm not gonna, you know, count our chickens before the eggs hatch right now. And especially now that we get to see a rifle round and change, ideally for this team. And we're already seeing something that, to me, clues them in that they're not going to be as gun-ho, which is the operator split up now from the Phoenix.
All right, so now I ask you, how many rounds do you think Monarch needs to switch over?
8. I'm going to say 8 rounds.
Monarch? They can't get 8 right now.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Empire. So they need 4. No. Sorry, they need 4. I look at Empire, I see the crown, and I'm like, wow, they're up against also a Monarch on the other side.
No, it's true. Very true. I thought of that earlier. I was trying to make something on it, but I totally flubbed it. But yeah, that I agree. I agree. 4. And you know what's bad is my brain didn't click with 8. I should have known 4. On the other side, but I was like, wait a minute.
You know, they're gonna extend this half purposely to make sure they make a comeback in this half, Rivington. Where they're recoding, they're hacking the game. That's why they took a sec to find their sub. No, I'm joking. Okay, and here we go. Yep. Here they are. I mean, look at them. I'm proud of Monarch this round already, right? They're waiting, responding to ideally next deck, but the issue is Empire with these ults. I feel like is going to be a lot of bang for the buck on this egg deck.
To the back, they get themselves in. Yeah, I was waiting to see if that crunched anybody, but like you said, Monarch playing it very safe. Player does go down there, still having trouble grabbing those frags to get back into the game, and Narth is going to make it even harder for the run it back to get work done. Empire continue to clean up Monarch as they try to enter through the stairs from spawn, and that's where the last 2 players are going to have to enter. I mean, Fate's already just that, faded to this position. Looks like an escape mightn't happen, though.
See ya.
Oh, Sia's always there. The spy with the stab. Another round for Empire.
We need like a Sia like flank conversion rate right now, because I feel like it's happening every single round at this point. Like it's really impressive. I think the impact she's finding here versus on the stage, and it is again a very role different foundation despite them both being sentinels, and that's honestly helping this team out. So okay. Still a little bit more room for error. I said 8 rounds for Empire. So then 4 for the side of Monarch X. But this buy makes it seem like it would have to be 3 in a row. Not like 1 in here and 1 in the future. Unless they maybe just keep swinging into the operator. But the mid start, that's less likely. They also switched the Cypher A side. Big switch up on the defense out of Monarch X. Is promising.
I thought they were gonna leave. I was like, and the leave? I love it. Playing omnipresent all over, but still gonna stay with the cam, so no peeks necessary if they lose the initial space to A. But Empire's focus now is garage. It's kind of been all over the place, not really conditioning too much altogether. It looks like they'll get quick hot hands out of this. And still lose that space.
Ooh, buys time though. That was the idea. Get Cora on plat. Scope for garage. Oof. Fast lane out, but the shots don't align, and they are respecting Cora in this position. Leading now, cashing in on the Sia lurk, which has made its way down short, but that's where eyes go towards Chiyu.
Yeah. Now they start to head towards that trap, funneled onto the other side after knowing both duelists are there ready to fight. Chiyu's not even going to let the utility do work right away, getting a nice kill to start. Oh, quickly shooting out the trip. They don't get one, but Simulacra still gets 2 others. And this is going to be a tough one to figure out where they actually need to go. And somebody behind enemy lines is just making it feel weird. Fate's walking around, giving Cora the space to find kills. And Fate will still pick up one for themselves in the situation. That was a clean-looking retake.
Wow, they just did not expect, I think, the Cypher util behind also a Sova playing long, jiggling, because then it looks like a very standard setup versus it's usually silent on the front when the Cypher's there, just waiting for them to waltz into the traps unbeknownst. And It's funny that Simulacra is the one punishing off those trips, considering Blair is having a difficult time this map. Again, night and day from the previous map. I'm just saying, I said that Blair should have been on Chamber. But all in all, the bounce back there. A little delayed on the timeout, but it's still there nonetheless. And we mentioned we want 4 for them. 5 would be great. A little slowdown from Empire. It does feel like the coaches said stop taking fights, like 100%. Like look at like just how Fate's playing, right? It, like they reeled him in real nice.
Been a little crazy there, and they're even further back this time. Looks like they might just have to worry about Sober Sushi getting an ultimate, but with Chiu's up, they can definitely back up when the site hit comes.
Yep.
Drone for drone. Just a little Wednesday fly.
Ooh, spotted the second at the tail end of it. They should know, even the Jet. Phoenix rotating over on the Monarchic side. Hence the fake out. The Omen. Again, Arthur made their way all the way up C-Long here. Blair. This is your moment to shine. 45 seconds. You just need to buy enough time for the rotates to come through.
Oh,
hey, Cage
buying
both
time.
way.
That's a huge one. You're not going to have anybody sliding through, so the hot hands doesn't reach. You know that distance. Oh, but Peeps is still just going for the swing. They try to play around the Hunter coming, the Hunter's Fury coming through. It's not enough though. Fate's there, ready to clean up 3. Not quick enough. Is Sia coming around from the back? Spike didn't even make it up long that time.
Oh. They were trying to run away for sure. Buy time for Sia before re-executing into that C space, but it does feel like all of the problems have started to get solved on the Monarchic side before the side swap. Again, Blair forgets their first kill, anchors long enough for the op, and the Phoenix get over there, who are alive in the late round since they're not overpeaking early. And even that little tail end of the round, even though Sia couldn't do much, they recognized that she was going to be on that flank, on that lurk, and it didn't completely explode the foundation they had set a few seconds prior. So here we go. 7-3. Okay. Wait, 4 was enough. On track for that 7-5. Because if they win this round, Empire go into the last... Empire's that rich, actually. Okay, Empire, sure.
They get the cam up? No, not as... Yeah, they got the cam up lower, so they're fine. They go up towards long. They got to worry about mid. This was actually held by Sia on the first round. Exact as the pistol round strat. They're running it again from the side of Monarch.
Yeah, the timing here, once the trip's broken, should be perfect, especially when their eyes on maybe the regen acre for that run it back. Ooh, Sia heard that.
Oh, waited for the util smoke to come out too. What a play. Every answer in the book right now for what's coming out of Monarch. Empire continue to sit them down and go round for round in their favor. The operator's trying to get back to safety. Fate looking to get a few more kills here from Heaven just to do some damage and wreak havoc on the pockets of Empire, but it's not gonna matter. They are just gilded right now, and they'll go ahead and even look for a kill on this one. It's 2 to the ult. Flappy wants that before half.
Yeah, operator as well. Hold on to it for core in the next. I don't know. They finally get a few rounds and they go back to the old strat. Again, aggressive walkdowns. And yeah, Sia's been able to handle those. Even Arthur has handled it at times, both C-long and within window. So, very, very difficult, I feel like, for them to be calling in back into that strategy. It's like, have we learned nothing kind of vibe. And, okay, wait. Blair keeping the operator here. I'm not against it. They can do it on the Viper. They can do it on the Cypher.
This is true. I mean, they have one. Floodgates are open. That's all you need. And these are where a lot of the kills came from. Like, split mid through smoke, op peaks. Come on. You can find the angles here on this one for sure. Even through garage or anywhere. Put them up to the challenge.
Up though,
Flash
garage.
out. It did go garage. The timing is a little interesting, but it's been Empire working a bit slow. They'll be back in position for long, which was what matters. And they actually have 3 on that site. So it's
swing
a
into
strong
it.
site.
Oh,
Blair
Fate's going
1.
for this.
Blair 2. This is all we needed.
Blair up. Sure.
This is all Blair needed.
We don't need is you to throw kills away.
Still
Fate.
pushing. Numbers up, still pushing. Fate's getting a little audacious.
Op's still here, though. I'm kind of hoping that Sia will be able to open things up, but Core's past that hole.
Pulled the shot.
Ooh.
Almost a headshot from Core,
Sia found
too.
the
All of
timing.
these are just off.
Give me a corpse.
Pulled that, realized they were going to be stepping back just with the way they shot. Trying to tell the intention, and Sia does read it perfectly well, knowing where the jet was still standing based on Cora's movement. And now they have backside covered, and they've been in front and through garage for so long. They know it's clear. That's one of the kills they need. A head tap. Reloads and safety here for the team as they get back.
Oh, 26 HP. The paranoia could have given them the first, but it's the regroup re-swing from Arthur. The 3-piece to secure the 9-3 half in favor of Empire on Monarch X's pick. And we said it before, Monarch X has more reps on Pearl, so even if we go to that decider, it might favor them. It's also, I would say, a forward fighting, rewarding map, but for now, they just, again, weren't able to reel it in enough rounds to make it close, to make it competitive. But we said it, Haven, attack-sided map. This is a very attack-sided team. So we'll have to see what they can bring to the table now that the sides are swapped.
I think it's a possibility. I mean, some maps just absolutely flop like that, where you get into your groove, and it doesn't matter what the momentum of previous rounds were. It is actually the side switch and the comp that matters. It's almost like playing late game in other games. You're like, you know what? We may start defense, but if we can get X amount of rounds, that kind of feeling. Well, hopefully for Monarch, 3 was enough, and they can get themselves in. Looks like they're going to try to force into this B site. A great paranoia. Keeps them all kind of confuddled for a second, if that's the thing, because they were. And there's the kills for Pete coming in. They're not going to crossfire this to the backside, and they're pushing a little too far without having enough safety and utility on the site.
Oh, and there we go. Oh, Fate's finding out we're fighting because of how low HP they are. They waited for their teammate, but then the reflash, the re-engage. Okay, dangerous territory. Sia going on the longest flank possible, and it might just catch some locker off guard. Yeah.
Fate's like, I'll set up over here and have a quick tea at the bistro.
Last player standing.
I hate shooting at people throwing utility. It's impossible.
Just not looking at you two.
It's like Cypher no hat. Oh my god. Peeps like, wait, what was that? And now Fate's gone. Here we go. 22 HP out in the open. Some Malacra. No utility. Oh, and it's just going to be a quick shot to the chest. Peep was ready for it. Knew it might have to be even before half with how much time was left. And a 10th round comes in for Empire off a pistol.
And a Red Bull clutch at that. Oof. Yeah. That's something that kind of just stops any fodder that may have been behind a 9-3 curse, is winning that second half pistol. Whew, and it was a strong start for Monarch X. Again, the opener, the pivot was clean. It was, again, just getting chipped off too much by sticking around. And I mean, it was criminal to begin with that I think Simulacra hits that shot onto Sia. So maybe it's just the universe correcting by Peep winning out that fight with the extra 1 HP it had in the engagement. But buy-ups there, no disrespectful Stinger Force on the flip side. Cora and Outlaw trying and failing to find the opener outside of Clappy, and Clappy's going back for seconds, short side.
Oh, just seeing the X-ray makes me so itchy to it's like, yeah, they're definitely gonna peek. They're right there. Just Clappy's so patient. Here's the shot though. Oh, there's too many indecisive. Oh, too many to pick. Get out of there. Paralyzed by it. Ooh, dance. Tip tap. Pete comes up with the kill there. Almost needed to phone a friend. Sia came right through. And they get back to safety here. Empire numbers up, and at this point they can kind of be aggressive, but 29 HP.
And not, yeah, finish the job. Clappy. Gotta be a careful jump down there for you. Kind of mauling out your teammate just a touch, and there we go. There we go, Empire flawless.
I think the second, all-out shot there was a smoke, because you got one on the right, so you just figure somebody else is also peeling up on the right. Would be your left side as a shooter. Yeah, really clean.
Well, 2 rounds now from sending us to that map 3 in more dominant fashion than Monarch X 1-out splits.
Yeah.
Quite surprised. Maybe the team we were expecting to see when We thought Empire might be favored in this series, so maybe they just have a really strong charge-up time, but, or Sia had an off map, considering she's 18-7 right now on Cypher. But look at this, the stack staring them down. This is the worst possible way to lose a third round bye versus an eco, and they're still fighting right into it. Rivington.
Oh, 4 missed now. Gotta reload a few more, and they've already pushed up so far.
They're not gonna leave?
Oh, the fights, what? Right to the judge, a peep. Sober Sushi comes up with a kill too, and then looks like they're gonna put this on a 12th round right away. They wanted to go right into everything that they saw still in a flawless round by Empire.
Match point.
Wow, and again, that's the difference between these two teams, right? Empire almost walked into a very similar situation on their attack. They completely pause, reevaluate, and then rotate. And just fighting your head strong in shows, again, how fortified this team is for Monarch X. But on a map like Haven, again, if the stack is there, if the util is about equivalent, I think running into a judge on a choke is going to win 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, agreed. What can they do on side of Monarch now? The ult's there for the run it back. It looks like they want to open up that space with B and that ultimate in hand.
You're dead.
The joke is over. Here comes Fate. Oh, but Blair's just catching the wrong end of all these plays. The third one in, first one to go down, and they're still dropping Monarch where they stand. Here comes the ultimate. Oh, you wanted the knife so bad. We saw it. We saw it. Sober Sushi gets the kill there. And another one. Oh, but the knife does come through! You gotta be kidding me. What are the chances? I mean, I honestly think that was just Chiu trying to get in position to still get the shot. But that's funny that the knife still came through. 13-3 for Empire in a wild turnaround for map 2.